Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, babe?
Having trouble here.
Yeah, okay. Tell me when.
My cursor won't go
Is that a touch screen?
anywhere. No.
What are the
There, I
odds?
got it.
Yay! I knew it was going to work. It's just giving us a hard time. Three, two, one, go.
The recording has started.
Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 UB2Bs. It is the 16th of November, 2022. I greet you in agape love. We are KTF always.com. It stands for Keep the Faith Always in our Heavenly Father. Before we do anything, we always go to God's throne room to pray. Will you join me? Abba, Heavenly Father, I come to your throne room by the blood of Jesus, my Lord, my Savior, my God. I thank you, Father, for this evening, for the opportunity to talk to our KTFA family. Help me, Father. Help me to say the right things. And thank you for the two products that we bring tonight. They are doing a lot of amazing things. We give you all honor and glory, Father, in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen, amen, amen. Doris. Oh, thank you, Doris, for your financial contribution, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If anyone feels that they want to contribute, we're very glad. We're very happy for it. You can find it underneath the chat, the little tabs, for 5, 10, 15, whatever you want to send. We are humbled and we appreciate it. Someone is asking me, did I get a haircut? I haven't cut my hair. Well, not in this millennium. It's been over 30 years since I let somebody cut my hair. Isn't that amazing? Wow. No, I cut my hair. There's not much to it. So I just don't see why I should pay somebody $20 and tip them. There's something I can do. Anyways, you notice we got on early? Did you notice we got on early? We actually started at 6 o'clock. But we came on early so that I can go ahead and start talking to you about our investment. Everything that I share with you is just in my opinion. Everything I say is just my opinion. That's all, okay? Okay. In fact, I ask you to take our conference call, take my opinion to God in prayer and see what he says. At the end is when everybody shows up. We average about 12 to 1400 people on our UB2Bs, and it's about anywhere from 10 to 12,000 views in about 2 or 3 days. But they all seem to come at the end. Bless their hearts. They seem to come at the very end when they know that I'm going to give them some information, or I should say my opinion. So I thought I'd come on in early today and start with my opinion yesterday, and start talking to you right now. Oh, here's Monday. I already gave you Monday, didn't I? Yeah, Monday. So this is yesterday, which is Tuesday. What we're going to do in our study. Oh, by the way, tonight we have two products. First of all, Novatech. Wow. Number two, it's a brand new product. It's a fat loss program, but it doesn't really attack. It's not like you're going to go on a diet. It works with your hormones. It's going to be interesting. You'll enjoy it. We have a doctor that's coming. She's a naturopathic doctor, and she'll be able to share with you this new product that we want to bring to you. I bring you products that I know that are going to be so good for you because they were good for me. Let us start by seeing what our fireflies, Eddie, what Neil, everyone over there is sending to us. By the way, in honor of President Donald Trump. Hoorah, sir. So, that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to start right now. We got what, 17, 18, 16 minutes before we officially start at 6 o'clock. Let's see how much we can get in. And when we're done with our two commercials, our two products, then we'll kick in and finish up the rest. And by then, they'll have to go back and listen to the beginning. Alrighty, here we go. So Eddie, yesterday, he says, Mr. Frank, there's been less and less from the framework. We really don't see the negativity that we used to before. Today, now that alone is encouraging, isn't it? The pendulum is swinging. The pendulum is swinging. And the pendulum swings right to left. Because it can go right and it can go left. It can go negative and it can go positive. Are you happy, Eddie? Or are you sad, Eddie? That's the pendulum swing. Unfortunately, well, actually, fortunately, I'll take that pendulum swing right now. Because Eddie and Iraqi citizens and the whole world is realizing what Sudani, the new prime minister, what Mustafa Galay, the CBI governor, what they're doing and saying. Oh, dear me, it's impressive. Yeah, I'll take a pendulum swing, hot to cold, negative to positive, instead of what they've been having forever, for decades, under the leadership of Iran's terrorists. It's not a pendulum swing with them. It's only one direction. It's a guillotine that comes straight down and cuts the heads off of the Iraqi citizens. That path no longer exists. It is now a back and forth. And eventually it's going to stop. And it'll be nothing but positive growth the moment that they announce their government and open that budget. So, based on what I just told you, he's extremely happy. Then he says, today we see in the news that they're showing us videos of all economic ministers, Mr. Frank. It's been going on all day, one after the other. And the financial leaders are meeting with the CBI governor. They say it's called the Economic Council meeting on the 2023 budget. That's all they talk about, sir, is the 23 budget. And they're talking about half of this will be devoted to citizen services. That's us, Mr. Frank. So they are educating us on the bank services. That's our education of the monetary reform, and we know it, sir. So they are going over each line item. Did you hear that? They're going over each line item. Did you see that? Does that sound familiar to you? Is that deja vu from just 2 days ago when I told you the budget has line items? One of the line items is the new exchange rate. Now, seriously, before I even go any further, do you remember I said that to you? Because now you're seeing Eddie telling you, they're telling us they're going through all the line items of the budget. Do you remember that I said that to you? Let me see. I guess you don't remember. I'm playing. I know it's a delay and it takes a little time. Kathy Robb, Texas Twins 2, Robin, and my little buddy Damon, Ray Cox, all of them. Yeah, y'all remember. You remember. And lo and behold, looky here. Eddie says, Mr. Frank, they're telling us that they're going over each line item of the budget, and they're showing all the members at the table that are sitting there. They're reviewing it. Told you. They're sitting there showing all the members at the table shaking hands. They're all happy. They're also talking about a possible new national day for Iraq. You don't get this kind of stuff from articles, do you? They're talking about a possible national day for Iraq post 2023 budget. Mr. Frank, how is that possible? Why in the world would we celebrate anything in our country when we are suffering? But we do know there is the possibility of this national day because of what is about to be given to us. The 2023 budget has been in place. This is a tribute to the citizens and all for what this explosive budget will bring. Family, that's Eddie. That's our ground teams. That's our people over there. And I'm sure you're seeing the pendulum swing is starting to slow down and only be positive. When is the last time you heard anything about Iran, Maliki, framework? Tonight you will. Unfortunately, Iran did something stupid. Last night I went into my forum and I shared it with everybody in there. I will share it again tonight with everyone else. Also, Mr. Frank, the leader of the Iranian Revolutionary Army came to Baghdad. What? I won't say dying. I've been anxious to tell you this file, but now that they told them, I can easily tell you, family. The Iranian revolutionary supreme leader of the whatever they're called, those Iranian people over there, their militia. Ring a ding ding, ring a ding ding. Hello, this is the Prime Minister Sudani from Iraq. Who this? I am the revolutionary leader of Iran, and I was wondering, are you busy next Thursday? Busy? Oh, very busy right now. Oh, very busy. We're building our country without you. What you want? Get it out! Can I come over and just talk to you? Mr. Frank, we also have the leader of the Iranian Revolutionary Army Guard that came to Baghdad today, and he had a private meeting with both the president and the Prime Minister Sudani. It was on television today, and they're saying that they want to show support for the new government. Are you out of your blankety blank mind? But we, I can't show you, but we're willing to listen. Let's see what happens. You know it's going to happen, Eddie. Who's in control? God. Then this came out. I don't even know there's an article for this. This is really good. This is really good. Because we always talk about it. Watch. It's funny, Jeff. Jeff says, the Iranian leader, he just wants Netflix and chill out, that's all. No Netflix for you, no soup for you either. Check this out. Mr. Frank, what's up, Eddie? We just found out, because it was a 2-hour program on our Channel 1 News, the one that we can trust, and they said that they did an oil exploration, and it has confirmed Iraq is basically floating on oil. Iraq is floating on oil. Old timers, all of you, KTFA family, how many times have you heard me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, NASA did aerial shots of the land, of the territory, the demographic regions, LiDAR imaging, and they were able to find out that Iraq sits on a lake of oil bigger than Lake Michigan, bigger than Lake Erie. The whole country is nothing but oil. Everywhere where you walk, the oil squirts out of the sand. Wow. What makes the world go round? Wow. By the way, I talked to Eddie about this. You'll see what I said to him. By the way, you do remember I told you this, didn't I? The NASA pictures sitting on a lake of oil. Do you remember I told you that? Year after year after year. How filthy rich they are. All because of four. What is a four? So, Mr. Frank, they're showing us, it's been a long 2-hour program about oil exploration. They say that it has been confirmed. Iraq is basically floating on oil. They're saying that there's a massive amount of oil that has been proven under the ocean floor. And Iraq is working with engineers to get this oil. And this will have a huge increase on oil reserves. They're saying that the tests are showing massive, massive amounts of oil. Yeah, I know. And that's one of the reasons why I invested in the Iraqi dinar, Eddie. I vetted your country. Yesterday, second report, 10:03 in the morning. We see the United States of America Money Department, of course, has put 14 of our banks on a blacklist. Only because the governor of the CBI did it first. Hypocrites. Then the United States says, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you bad, bad bank, yeah. You're on a blacklist. Why didn't you put him on a blacklist last year? Were you doing something with them? I'm just asking." We see the United States Money Department has put 14 of our banks on blacklist, and they are being investigated for corruption. These banks were smuggling money from the auctions to other countries, and they will all be held. Does this all sound familiar? Told you the auctions would be, metamorphosized and changed. They have. I told you Iran would be taken out of those auctions. They have. I told you that once you control the auctions, you can have your budget, you can have your exchange rate, they will. Smuggling money from the auctions to other countries. And all will be held accountable and punished, Mr. Frank. Because our new prime minister said weeks ago that he would do all that he can to stop corruption in our country. He would help us citizens to add value. And now he's working with the U.S. Money Department and making arrests and shutting down these corrupt banks. This is extremely good for us, Mr. Frank. Yesterday, 1:40 p.m., I'm down to T-minus 4 minutes and counting. Yesterday, 1:40 p.m., so this is the third report that came in yesterday. Council of Ministers at this meeting, well, of course, the council, the ministers all belong to to Sudani. The Council of Ministers at this meeting, of course, they're reviewing the budget with them. The Council of Meetings at this meeting today, after the big steal that happened, ends with tax money. They are hiring an international company to do an official audit of all investments and all the projects that were done in the past. It looks like they are making sure that no one will be stealing what we are going to be getting. Now look, this is Eddie. This is the blood of Iraq talking to me and telling me exactly what I want them to say. The pendulum swing is so dramatic now. It is staying away from the negative. It is staying towards the positive. It is no longer a guillotine with only one direction to cut their heads off. Praise God. Praise God. Yesterday, 8:22 p.m., fourth report of the day. Today, and that's why it came in late at night, this report, you'll see. Today, Iran fired missiles into the Kurdistan territory in northern Iraq, killing one and hurting 8 others, Mr. Frank. Iran says the leaders of the group that started the protest in Iraq is from the northern Iraq. This is total lies. Not true. Then I say to him, what I got, T minus 3 minutes. Let me tell you what I said to him, and then we'll stop right there. Well, you know what? Sure. Okay, why not? Let me just tell you what I said to him, and then we're going to start our 2 infomercials, and then I'll finish the rest of it when we're done with the infomercials, okay? Here's what I said. Son, your reports were wonderful today, Eddie. Especially the one about the CBI and your leaders. They are not looking in the rear view mirror, are they, son? They're not looking at the terrorists from Iran, are they? They're not even talking about to them. They want to talk to them. They called your prime minister. But what your prime minister is doing instead, he's looking at the 2023 budget with the governor of the CBI, and both of them are studying with his full government the reforms. It is sad to see Iran so desperate, but they will fail, because that's what evil does, Eddie. Evil never succeeds, because God is always watching. So, there's part 1. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to start our YouTube. What happened? They're not here? Alrighty. Who's supposed to be here?
Larry and Bob.
Okay, yeah, Larry and Bob. Hold on a second, family, because if they're not going to come in, shoot, we'll just continue to talk. Let's see here, Larry. Boom. Let's see if he answers, and we'll find out in just a second. I hope he's okay. It's odd he's not answering. Who was supposed to come in with him? Jeff?
Bob.
Huh?
Bob.
Bob? I don't know his number.
Your call has been forwarded to
No.
an automated voice messaging system.
Look at your text
I'm
message.
sorry?
Your text message on the group, and just say, "Are you coming?"
Yeah, I'll leave him a voicemail and a text.
Available. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Larry, it's after 6. We're sitting here waiting for you guys. If you don't come in, I'll just cancel it. Please call me back. Bye-bye. Alrighty. Well, family, I guess what we'll do is we'll just go back and keep studying until we hear from them. The other person, what time are they going to start? 6:45?
Yes.
6:45. Okay. All right. I guess that's all we can do, family. For the next 45 minutes, is there any way that you can get a hold of this lady, babe, and tell her to make it at 6:30?
Well, I know she was gonna dial in early, but yeah, I don't know.
See if you don't have any email or nothing to communicate with her. Then get a hold of, huh?
I can email them.
Yeah, you work on it, and I'm going to get back to studying with the family. Alrighty. Hi, Tyrone. How you doing, buddy? That's pretty good so far, what we've had, huh, from Eddie? I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Here we go. Oh, by the way, Jan,
Yes.
family, real quick. There was a lady that called me yesterday from London. Katarina, right? Yeah, that's it. Hi, Katarina. How are you, sister? God bless you. We pray for you. Everything's going to be okay. Family, 2 years ago, Katarina called me from London. And she says, Mr. Frank, I just wanted to tell you, my mom's and I, we watch you. Yeah, we like, love you and all that goes. Okay, thank you, Katarina. Have a good day. Bye-bye. And then, that was 2 years ago. So then yesterday she calls. And she says, Mr. Frank, I don't know if you remember me 2 years ago, la 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 la. And I said, I do remember you. You and your mother, right? And she says, yeah. I said, how is mom? And she got really quiet. I said, okay, I understand. She went home and she's crying. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's you and I that are left to mourn, to hurt, to cry. But trust me, your mom and my mom, they're walking on streets of gold. While you and I, we're still looking for gold here on this planet. I know it hurts. I know you're sad. I miss my mom. I just buried my dad. And well, actually, I didn't even get to go because I was dealing with cancer. But anyways, I just wanted her to know that it hurts to lose someone you love on earth, it hurts. But in heaven, they are rejoicing. They are celebrating. They are singing. They are honoring God for Katarina's beautiful mom that went home.
She's on right now. She said hi.
Hello, Katarina. Bless your little heart. She says, Frank, me and mom, she would take a nap on Mondays. She said, I'm gonna go take my nap. Okay, because I wanna see Mr. Frank at 3 o'clock. But that was 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't believe it for all those years. And Katarina says, Mr. Frank, she loved you. I love her too. I wish you would have called me when she was alive so I could have talked to her. She says, yeah, I wanted to, but I didn't want to bother you. So I tell you, family, you have anybody. God put me in this position for some reason to motivate and to lift you and to take you in the direction of Jesus Christ. Don't be afraid to call me if you need to call. Don't be afraid to call and talk, pray. I pray with almost everybody that calls me. I take you to the throne room. And even if you don't want to pray with me, after I hang up, I pray for you. I do. I just do. God wants us to be in constant prayer with him. I like talking to God all the time now. I encourage you to do that too. Okay, let's get back to work. So, Katarina, I feel bad that you're up so late. But I'm humbled. Where is she, Jen?
She is
K? Is it CK?
Caddy Biased.
Say that name again.
Katifyist. She says, hi Frank, this is Katarina.
Oh my goodness, it must be way
Red K, a red letter K.
a red letter K.
Where I said hello. Do you see that? She's right above
Oh, I see you. Will you
Yeah,
say
go up
hello,
two.
Katarina? There she is, the letter K. Hi, Frank. This is Katarina.
it. She just
God
said
bless you.
something again
Has she said something again?
right now.
She never missed a single time. You kindly wished her a happy 80th birthday 2 years ago, and I sang happy birthday to her, I remember. And she never forgot that. Life is good, isn't it? Life is good because God is great. So, yeah, Larry's not on or anything?
Nope.
Not, no, nor his friend? Ah, okay. No, I read this, but I might as well read it again. This is what I said to Eddie out of all that good stuff. I said, Eddie, your reports were wonderful today, especially the part with your leaders and the CBI Governor Mustafa. They're not looking in the rearview mirror. They're not even looking at the terrorists from Iran. They're looking at the 2023 budget and the reform. It is sad to see Iran so desperate, but they will never they will never succeed. They will simply fail because that's what evil does. Evil never succeeds because God is always watching. And he says, okay, sending over. Let's see here. Sending over. It's late there right now, Frank, but he's up because he says he still wants to talk to you. And I said, thank you, Neil. Tell him I'm sorry. It's been a very busy day. I appreciate your reports, files. And yes, sir. He seemed upbeat, saying something finally being done on the banking corruption out of the CBI. You see there that pendulum swing. Look at that. This is Neil, my contact, and he says, yes, Eddie's in an upbeat mood. And he's really in an upbeat mood because of what the central bank is telling them. Oh, the monetary education marches forward. Hoorah. I say, excellent. And he says, exactly. Today. Today. Today we are going to just simply say maybe a couple of things of what he said, and here we go. Frank, I just reached text him early heaven. Eddie says that there is nothing. Okay, I asked him to go to a certain location, a certain place to see if he could see something for us, and he didn't see it. Says nothing but what we saw yesterday is that they are talking about the 14 banks that got busted. And they talked about the budget. They said that the budget, now listen really carefully to this. They told us, Mr. Frank, they said that the budget should be in Parliament by, well, let me ask you, you were with me on Monday. By when? When should the budget be in Parliament? On what date? Oh my goodness, they gave us a date. And then I said, if they hit that date, it would really be good for this January the 1st, 2023. What is that date that we're looking for? Go ahead and post it. Wow, Ray Cox, you're a good student, dude. And so is Kathy. And Gran Manise, is that?
Grandma niece.
Grandma niece, I like that. No, Grandma niece, it wasn't January. It was December the 9th. December the 9th. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we talked about on Monday. And that's what they said. And we showed you in the final article threads. There it was, by the 9th, by the 9th. If we get it on the 9th on the budget, then we can open the budget. Then we la la la. All of it, it's all contingent on the 9th. I've never seen them pinpoint a date. Have you? So, it says they're here. They're talking about those 14 banks that got busted. And they talked about the budget. They say that budget should be in Parliament by the 9th of December. Now, before I go any further, let me ask you, family, on the 9th of December, if Parliament and Kazemi, or excuse me, Sudani, get something from the governor of the CBI by the 9th, what's going to happen? Well, to be honest with you, it's not the governor of the CBI. It's the prime minister with his cabinet. If they can show the CBI, all righty, we read the budget. All right, we understand. Okay, this is what we're gonna calculate. All right, based on what you're about to get. Okay, sounds good. Right. Check off. Line item. Yeah, we're all set. Go ahead, give us a rate. So on the 9th, that's crucial. We need to see this government seated, with Parliament seated, the cabinet announce everything by the 9th. I don't want to hear no nonsense that, oh, well, maybe we'll do it the following week. Stop that garbage. By the 9th, because you never give a date. Never. This is interesting. And what did they say? That if the budget is presented from the 9th until the end of December, what would they do? Well, I'll give you a clue. Oh, if you're on the phone, you can't see me do what I'm doing here. They're going to talk about it. They're going to talk to each other about it. What do you think? I think it's good. Okay. Basically, they need to understand the budget because this is a brand new crew. I mean, they've been around for a year, but they haven't seen the budget. All governments have to review the budget and the line items, and that's what they're going to do after the 9th. Until when? Let's see here. You say until maybe show the rate. No, blessings. Think. Open the budget. Okay. They're gonna from the 9th of December to the 30th, 31st of December, whatever. They're going to review the budget. Yeah. We got a government. Notice they're talking about that if we have a seated government announced by the 9th. Is that, let me get to it back again. Hold on. Yeah, here it goes. They're talking about the 14 banks were busted, okay. And also that the budget should be in Parliament by the 9th. All right. From the 9th until the 30th, 31st, they'll review it. And then on the 1st, in my opinion, they can launch it. They can make it official. They can release all the information that's in it on the 1st. I don't think that there's a need to review it in January, February, March, the first quarter. You can do it now from the 9th until the end of the year. That's why you're there. That's why the new prime minister told you, review the budget. That's why you picked a date and a specific amount of time to have it done so that the 1st of January can be launched. That is what you want. You even said it yourself. So, they talked about the budget, that it should be in Parliament by the 9th of December. They're still showing about the oil that was found under the ocean floor too, Mr. Frank. Ocean floor. That's all we got today, except that they talk about Iran missiles on us in the northern Iraq. To be honest with you, Mr. Frank, we really didn't pay too much attention to that. Good for you, Eddie. I said, Eddie, I saw the report about the oil from your country. And I'm about to tell him what I have told you, KTFA, forever and ever. I said to him, I saw the report about the oil that your country has. Eddie, I've told you many times, Iraq sits on a lake of oil the size of Lake Erie. And the enormous oil field that they just found and they're telling you about, that's only the tip of the iceberg of your oil. Because that amount that they are showing you on Channel 1 TV right now was just found can be found over 1,000 times. I better say, in my opinion, can be found over 1,000 times on your land. God made Iraq extremely wealthy with 4 rivers. Notice, Eddie, only the CBI governor and your prime minister are now talking to everybody else about what they're about to do for you as citizens. Notice also, Eddie, how everybody else around you has shut up. and listening to your prime minister. Notice, Eddie, even Iran picked up the phone and told your prime minister, can we talk? You have won, Eddie. You will celebrate soon. Eddie, Iran desperately launches missiles into Iraq. Yeah, but not to hurt you, but to say, hey, pay attention to me. But I'm sorry. They don't exist anymore. Deservedly so. The pendulum is only swinging in one direction as far as I'm concerned now, family. I don't see any negativity. I see some bottle rockets. I see some people dying. That's sad, but that's the stupidity of Iran. I don't see them interfering with the CBI, interfering with the government. I see people being arrested. I see banks being shut down that were working with other banks around the world to steal money from Iraq. I don't want to, I can't talk about it, but we got some three initial guy that did some terrible things, didn't he? He funded a lot of money in the wrong direction and he got busted, didn't he? He's got a weird hairdo too. That's a strange guy. I'm going to stop right there. I just saw that he might be on.
No, not
Because
that
Larry, I just saw he just texted him and he asked him if he was coming on. Anything
Oh,
happened?
she will be on at 6:30.
Oh, that's good at 6:30. All righty, good. That's wonderful. Well, it looks like we're not going to have Novatech. I apologize. And so allow me to take the next 10 minutes and talk about Novatech. Well, you know what? No. No, I got 10 minutes with you and I gave you our report. Tell you what, in the next 10 minutes, instead of me talking about Novatech, you got a question for me? I do that in my form. You do belong to ktfalways.com, right? You don't? Oh, you should. It would behoove you. It would help you out an awful lot. By the way, if you want to help us also, we humbly and gladly would accept any financial contributions if you wish to help us tonight. Now, with that said, is there a question that's in your heart? Mrs. Tink, sorry for the wrong prefix. Nope, that ain't it. Do you have a question on what you're seeing, on what other gurus are telling you, on what I told you, on what the articles are saying to you? Do you have any questions? Oh, Ray does. Hi, Uncle Frank. How you doing, Ray? What's up? Now we got 9 minutes left before we go into our infomercial. So, any questions? Fire away. While we're waiting to see if there's any questions, it looks like there may not be, but if you do, go ahead. Here's what I'll tell you about Novatech. It's a 3-step process. 3 steps. Number 1, call me. Call me and say, hey, Frank, I'm interested in Novatech. I'll say to you, congratulations. Yesterday I had a man from Canada call me, and he's he's a trader. He works here, Jen. He works all types of markets and stuff, and he says, "Oh my goodness, Frank! When I heard you talking about it, I went and looked it up. I studied it, and dear me, I didn't know that this was around." I said, "Yes, it is." So he got very excited about it, and that's what I want you to do. Number 1, call me, and if you call me and you say you want to know about Novatech, I'm going to take your email. Okay? I want your email. Your email then will allow me to send you some videos. Now I can teach you Novatech, but I would much rather, a little lower, Jen, but I would much rather you watch those videos so that you can learn this on your own. Let me hold up because I can't, okay. What, was that them?
No.
Okay. What was I saying? Videos. I need for you to look at Jan. If you see any questions,
Yes, they're coming.
they're coming. Okay, so real quick, step number one: call me. You want to know about Novatech? I send you videos. You look at the videos; they're fantastic. Do what the videos tell you. Okay. Step number two: call me back. You got any questions? We'll take care of your questions. Step number three. All right, all right. Step number three: if you decide, because of step one and step two, that you want to get involved in it and you want to sign up under me, call me. I will make an appointment for you. I'm actually paying somebody right now to help you. There's so many of you that are understanding compounded daily interest. Compounded interest, really. You, many people are very, very surprised about this. And by the way, I don't want to hear anybody tell me, I looked it up and they're saying it's bad. Yeah, I looked it up and they say that it's a Ponzi, it's a scam. I looked at it, so did I, and so did my teams. Well, I looked it up and I don't want to deal with cryptocurrency. Well, that's the future, unfortunately. And besides, you're not buying cryptocurrency. You're taking your $1 and you're converting it to cryptocurrency so that it can be used to trade with. That's quite a difference. That's a big difference. So there's your 3 steps. Now, let me see if I can help you because I got 6 minutes. First question is what? Terry Walters. I thought with the law, after approved by Parliament, it needs to go back to the Prime Minister for signing. No, it needs to go back to the President of the Republic. And it will be. You just saw one article about the President of the Republic. He's like, hey, I'm here at the meeting. What's up? I got my pen. Let me sign. Second question. Which one? Kathy Lee. Frank, Iraq goes along with or other countries for reinstatement. Well, this is a reinstatement of their own. I know that there are monetary reforms occurring right now with other countries, but nowhere at the pace nor at the level that the CBI is at right now. If I knew of such a thing, I would have invested in their currency too. Next question. Fun run. Call? Okay, forget call. Will they show the rain before the budget is done, or will they go together? I think what you're trying to say is, are they going to show us the exchange rate before the budget? They can. I don't think it's smart. What you going to do with it? You can't use it with no 3-0 notes, but they can, and they are, but only to the Parliament and Cabinet. In my opinion. Next question. Is Maliki going to prison? He did. He's out on bond, but when he has to go through the courts, Frank, after, that was Ray Cox, by the way, and this is Timothy S. Frank, after the blessing is released, are you capped on how much you can put into Novatech? No. Don't ask me that question again. But no. Frank, can we have Walking Sticks report? He was having his drip today, and I put out a shout out that if anybody wants to help us, it's $1,450 that we collect every two weeks. Huh?
$1,650.
Oh, 1,650.
Yes, you said.
Oh, 1,650. Anybody wants to help us, to help him with his immune therapy, call me. You know my phone number. Call me. I appreciate your help. He appreciates your help. Thank you. Condodiso, if no rate change by the end of the first quarter 2023, do you think that anything will happen in 2023? I don't know. I can't predict that, but I am leaning more on the fact that they're going to get this thing done this time around. Make sure to sign. No, that ain't it. Jeff, do you think all currencies in the basket will go at once? No, absolutely not. No. And that's part of. Have you noticed that nobody talks about the so-called, was it global currency, GCR? Nobody talks about it no more, right? And every time somebody tried to talk about it on our forum, what did I say? Shut up! There's no such a thing. It's mathematically impossible. It's the guru's idea. It's their dream or their figment of their imagination to apply to this study, which doesn't fit. It's like a square going into a round peg. No. Alrighty, make sure to sign up. No, that ain't it. Deleted by Kathy Lee. Oh, okay, Kathy. Let's see. Oh, I just answered Kathy's questions. Anthony, how are you doing health-wise? Praying for you. I am praising God with every step I take, Anthony. God has found it within His reasoning, within His desire to answer my prayers. And I have found it within my desire to be obedient to Him for the rest of my life. Jeff, do you think Iraq joins the BRICS? No! They better not! No! They got their basket. They'll eat their basket. BRICS, no! That's going to fail anyways. It's already failed. Next, do you think the BRICS, okay, can we get you to do the VND after the dinar? No, Ray. No. I will be totally 100% dedicated to KTFA's missions and to take the word to God to everywhere. And they say they're going to the moon. What did I tell you? They would tell you when this blessing would occur. Number one, she'll be there. Number two, there is life on Mars. Well, I tell you what, KTFA will go to the four corners of the world to teach the Word of God. That's for sure. And if there's a man or a woman on the moon or Mars, we'll go there too. I think I'm going to have to hear one more. Jay Branch. Frank, Iraq is supposed to submit the budget by the 9th. So, could it be possible to be submitted before then? No, they're not about to do something ahead of time. They always do it afterwards. Or when you get there, they say, no, we changed our mind. And that's the way it is in the Middle East. They're tribal. They're not political. They're tribal. That means that, what's your name? Who was that? Jay Branch. Branch, it would be like you come up to me, if we're Iraqis or, we're Middle Easterners, and you say, hey, can I ask a favor of you? Well, no. But please help me. What's it worth for me? Because you see, you're not part of my family. You're not part of my tribe. I live and die and fight for my people, my family, my people. And that's the problem with the Middle East. They're tribal. All right, that's enough of that. Let's now bring in, we have tonight, for the very first time, we're presenting Dr. Lana. And she's a nutritional naturopathic doctor. And she's going to talk to you about a patent formula, ladies and gentlemen, that will help you with fat loss. Now, notice, I'm not telling you that this is a diet. You're not going to go out there and follow some plan or whatever. This is, physiologically, you're going to understand how it works anatomically in your body. So without any further delay, we're going to let her talk until she feels that she's done. And when she feels that she's done, she'll tell me. And then we'll open it up if you have any questions for her, okay? So with that in mind, she's right here with us. Dr. Lana, are you there?
I am here, Frank. Hello.
Aloha to you. The floor is yours. You take your time, relax, give us information about the product, how we can get it, how we can get a hold of you or talk to you, etc., etc. And then when you're done, we'll see if there's any questions, okay?
Absolutely perfect.
All right. God bless, and
That's
go right
great.
ahead.
Oh, thank you. Frank and Jan are lovely and welcome. I'm Dr. Lana Contos, as Frank said, so I'm honored to be at the KTFA family here. And I spoke to you all quite a while ago, and I'm so glad Frank's health is just improving every day. I told him I've kept him in my prayers every day as well. So I'm happy to be here. I'll tell you really quickly, I'm a little bit different than a naturopathic doctor, which I am a board certified naturopathic doctor, but I spent 6 years in diet and lifestyle medicine school. So I was trained by medical doctors, but I was trained to use God's plants and whole food and specific dietary protocols to help the body stop, prevent, and as research shows, even back down chronic degenerative disease. So I'm honored to be here. And one of my colleagues called me a couple of months ago. And you know how you have people that you trust. And she said, my gosh, Lana, I've got to tell you about something. They've been doing university studies. And just as Frank said, this is a fat loss product. This is not a diet pill. This isn't a diet. This isn't a weight loss product. What this is it is a hormone balancer. Okay, let's just keep it really simple. It balances the hormone that is responsible for telling your body to burn fat or store fat. So I don't know if any of you have suffered with this, or maybe some loved ones or your family, where you hear those people that say, oh my gosh, Dr. Lana, I live on lettuce and I can't lose weight. You know, I'm living on lettuce and water, and it just won't come off. The older I get, or I had a baby, or I'm in midlife, or I've been on pharmaceutical medications for my health, and what have you, stress, alcohol, sugar, over-the-counter medications, all of this contributes. It's not your fault. All of this contributes to the hormone imbalance. So I'm talking about the hormone leptin. It's L-E-P like Paul, T like Thomas, I like iceberg, N like Nancy. Not lectin. Lectins are proteins that can chip away at your gut. Lectins are in tomatoes and eggplants and peppers and things like that. I'm talking about leptin. So it's L-E-P, like Paul. A lot of people get that. I want the distinction there because sometimes people get confused. But this is leptin. And this hormone is so important. It was discovered in the mid-90s in 1994. And it is linked to the communication between our fat cells, our adipose tissue, and the hypothalamus in our brain. And I don't know, you're all, I'm sure, smart, savvy people. And if you remember science class all those years ago, the hypothalamus in the brain is like your command center, so to speak. It helps keep the body in homeostasis and in a stable state. And when leptin gets too high, that communication between our fat cells and the hypothalamus in our brain, so our adipose tissue or fat cells, and the hypothalamus in the brain, that gets muted. It gets muffled, okay? It's like if you're trying to call your children or grandchildren in for dinner and they're way, way down the street and they can't hear you. Well, poor communication, that's not good for anybody, right? So if you have poor communication between your fat cells and your brain, your body goes into, just naturally goes into fat storing mode. And I would say most of us do not want to be in fat storing mode. We want that fat to be burned off. We want to be in a normal body mass index range, right? We want our clothes to feel good on us. We want to have energy and vitality so we can live a good, long life and do good work, right? Well, when that leptin, that hormone, elevates in your body, in our bodies, the body moves into a fat storing mode. So it's really as simple as that. We don't want elevated leptin. We want leptin to be balanced, okay? So some brain scientists years and years ago, over 17 years ago now, they put together a proprietary blend. I think you're all going to love this. This is simply plant fibers and fatty acids in these capsules. There's nothing else in it. My practice is based on gold standard science. I hope we'll all get to know each other. I'm as lean and clean as they come. I do not like fillers. I do not like artificial ingredients. And my practice is based on science. So this formula is made of plant fibers. Actually, it's grass-based, God's plants, and fatty acids. So you can't get hurt on them. You can't, there's no side effects by taking these. There's no contraindications with medications, and I'll tell you about that in a few minutes here. But they're made with plant fibers and fatty acids, and they help lower leptin. And when that happens, the body moves into fat burning mode. And guess what happens? Leptin just isn't about fat loss. These capsules are far more than fat loss, my friends, far more than fat loss. When you lose fat, real fat, this is not, like I said, this is not a diet pill. This is not a weight loss pill. This is balancing a hormone. And when you lose fat, real fat, this isn't water weight that you lose. This isn't lean muscle mass that you lose. No one wants to lose lean mass. We need that to keep us young and healthy, and lean muscle burns fat. Lean muscle burns calories. So when you lose true fat, and in the study, I'm going to tell you what happened in the study. It's so exciting. You're going to fall over, but I'll tell you that in a second. So when you lose fat, guess what happens? Your cellular health improves. The communication in your cells improve. The function of your cells improve. That can help conditions. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not making any medical claims. I'm not making any health claims. I'm not saying this cures or treats any disease. And what I'm telling you tonight is not a substitute for your primary care physicians, okay, for your specialists and your medical doctors. But I'm telling you that these are God's plants and fatty acids in here, and they will help lower leptin so your body can burn fat. And when you burn fat and your cells operate more optimally, that can help pre-diabetic conditions, diabetic conditions, thyroid conditions. This can help emotional response. And this is not a medical claim. This is an absolute fact. When you get yourself in a normal body mass index range, when your body weight is in a normal range, and fat is coming out of your cells operate better, okay? And this helps insulin resistance for those pre-diabetics or diabetics. This helps thyroid health. This helps. Leptin has to do with formation of red blood cells. Leptin has to do with your cardiovascular health. It's very exciting. Leptin has to do with your immune system. We all know, especially since 2020, we want a strong, healthy immune system. So the study showed, and they did university studies, they did clinical studies in labs, and they actually had a 100-person test group recently. And I spoke with the people on the phone, because when my friends and I talked with these medical doctors and nurses and scientists, I wanted to know everything about this product. When they told me it lowered leptin and increased adiponectin, which is known as the skinny hormone, I knew right away this was more than fat loss because of my training and what I do for a living as a naturopathic doctor. So in a nutshell, I'm not going to go on and on. I'm just going to talk for a few more minutes. The studies showed after 8 weeks. Now this was we can send you this information. Actually, I have a frequently asked questions document with the study results in there. I'm an open book. This is an open book, and I know that's how Fran and Jan and Frank operate as well. We're here to serve you. So the study showed in 8 weeks a 21.3 drop in fat loss, 21.3 pounds of fat loss in 8 weeks, and almost a 4-inch loss in waist circumference. So when I talked to some of these lovely folks in the test group on the phone, they would say to me, it was very interesting. Now, this part that I'm going to tell you is anecdotal. This was their stories. The clinical university studies, the research, and the one study was done at the University of Connecticut, and it was very well controlled. And I don't know if you know this, but it's not a common thing to have a natural supplement studied in the United States. It just doesn't happen. We're used to, the American Medical Association, and I was trained by medical doctors, so there's a time and a place, for medicine and surgery. But this was a very controlled study. University of Connecticut, the people went in and they just walked. Their exercise was monitored. You don't have to go crazy and do like P90X and exercise like you're going to the Olympics. And if you can't, or you're disabled, or maybe in a wheelchair, and you could just maybe move your ankles or arms or whatever, don't worry about it. If you can drink water and maybe cut back on some sugar, because we know sugar is not good for us. If you could drink half your body weight in ounces of plain good filtered water every day, if you can walk and get out and walk, wonderful. Get out and walk. And if you can cut back on that sugar, not drink your calories, switch over maybe to some tea or even coffee or water instead of soda pop and sugary drinks, that's all you have to do.
Okay.
This isn't about starving. It's not a diet. You just take 2 capsules with each of your 2 biggest meals a day. So 2 capsules, say lunch and dinner are your biggest meals. 2 at lunch, 2 at dinner. Or if breakfast and lunch are your biggest meals, 2 capsules at breakfast, 2 capsules at dinner. Drink your water, walk if you can, and cut back on sugar is all you do. And they actually monitored their exercise, the University of Connecticut. It was a double-blind, placebo-controlled, very controlled study. And the results were just astounding. Here's the good news. The 100-person test group showed the same results as the study. And when I talked to some of those people in that test group, they said almost the same thing. And they were all different people. They didn't know they were saying the same thing to me because it was different phone calls. They would say, Dr. Lana, I just feel happy. I'm so happy. I can't even stand myself. They would say, they're like, my husband is laughing at me. We're just so happy. I feel chill. I feel relaxed. And almost like zen. They kept using those words. Well, it makes perfect sense to me because if you balance your leptin, and that acts on the communication between the hypothalamus of your in your brain and your fat cells, and your hypothalamus in your brain is so vitally important. And this hormone also acts on your immune system, thyroid health, insulin, blood sugar, and formation of red blood cells. This makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you may want to get a pen because I want to tell you, tomorrow night after work, this is so exciting. You're among the first. Jan is so lovely, as you know, and Frank was so excited because you are honestly among the first people in America to be able to order this. It's been around 17 years. It's back for, matter of fact, a lovely, dear Christian friend of mine owns the company. They have extraordinary people running it. And I'm going to give you the website that tomorrow night after work, and I'm also going to give you my contact information. If you have any questions at all, I'll help you get on this website, and I'll answer any questions for you. This is what I do for a living, so I'm here for you to serve. So you're going to write down, and I think Jan's going to show you, but it's HTTPS. You have to put that in front of a website. HTTPS, and put the colon, // and I'm going to spell this for you. It's AWAKENDNATION.com /Frank26. I'm going to do this again. Don't worry. Okay? It's A like apple, W like whale, A like apple, K like kite, E like Edward, N like Nancy, D like David, N like Nancy, A like apple, T like Thomas, I like iceberg, O like octopus, N like Nancy, .com, and then you're going to put a / Frank, FRANK 26. I'm going to give you my website for my contact information. I'm so happy to send you the frequently asked questions, help you get on the website, the Frank 26 website there, and that will be available tomorrow night. The customer portal is opening, and the questions go to, you can contact me, Dr. Lana, at inspiredbywellness.com. It's inspired, the word inspired, I-N-S like sugar, P like Paul, I-R, E like Edward, D like David, by, B-Y, wellness.com. Inspiredbywellness.com. I'm happy to help you. This has just been such a blessing. I'm going to tell you one last quick thing, and I'm going to take any question you want. Frank, I started calling my patients in my practice who they lost a lot of weight with me, but they would hit a plateau, and I knew they were leptin resistant. You hear people that are insulin resistant with diabetes. Well, this is leptin resistance. They cannot get the weight off. And they're beautiful, good people who are really trying. It's not your fault. I called one of my patients. I called a group of them. They were so excited to get started with this product.
Yeah.
And it's totally safe. It's plants. They cried. One of the ladies cried. She had been morbidly obese. She lost 55 pounds with me, but she still needed to get some weight off. She was so excited, she burst into tears. So I'm honored to be here. And Frank, I'll answer any questions that anyone has.
Wow, Dr. Lana, I want to thank you, first of all, because knowledge is powerful. To find out about, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, leptin, am I saying that right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You know, family, the brain is the computer to our body. Our body reacts to what the brain tells it to do through the spinal cord. And it starts with connecting the neurons in our brains. We use something called acetylcholine. The acetylcholine fills the synaptic gaps of the neurons in the dendrites, and it allows the impulse, the message, in other words, move your right foot. It goes across from one nerve cell to another nerve cell. They're not connected. They're separated, but there's a gap. And that acetylcholine is what allows that information to be sent to the body. Sometimes it's short circuits. And it fires off the wrong information. The human brain, like I said, is the computer, right? It tells everything in the body through hormones. Acetylcholine is one of the very first steps that it does. You can produce epinephrine. You can produce adrenaline. You can produce L-dopa. You notice how Dr. Lana said that the one lady said, I just feel great. I feel happy. I feel good. Yes, because the hormones in her brain have been balanced, number one. When you balance something, everything else falls into its place. You breathe better, you sleep better, you eat better, you walk better, you talk better, you do everything better. Well, I believe that this product, ladies and gentlemen, has been a product that many of you have been praying for. I wish you well with it. I want you to start right now by learning about it, by asking questions. For example, Dr. Lana, we have somebody that said, what is the age? How young can a person be to take this product? That's from Logger. Go ahead, ma'am.
Oh, okay, Logger. Yes, thank you for that question. I'll give you two short answers. We legally have to say 18 and over. I can't say now. I am on the medical advisory board at this company, Awakened. I'm on the medical advisory board. I've never said yes to those offers in my career, but I did with this company. That's how committed I am. So we legally have to say 18 years and over. I will tell you a story, beautiful family, Frank and Jan, right? Here's a quick story. I do have somebody, and this is entirely her decision. She's the parent, but somebody with a 14-year-old girl and 12-year-old girl, and the mom is going to give it to them, and that's their decision. It's plants and fatty acids. You cannot get hurt. We are talking about a children's version because this is so safe. I do have someone on her own going to give it to a 12-year-old and 14-year-old female. Again, that was the mother's decision. But we legally, I think you understand, Frank, have to say 18 years and older.
Well, I'm glad that you answered it that way. We want to stay within the parameters of what the company wants, within legalities as well, too. But I think that many of you are going to try it. And I think that many of you are going to have success because, you see, a diet plan usually doesn't work. You have to be like an athlete. You have to be dedicated to lose weight. That means you've got quite a regimen. You're going to drink a lot of water. You're going to eat less food. You're going to stay away from sugar. You're going to stay away from certain fats. You're going to do exercise. It's a complete about face of your normal life. This is a product where you're going to be taking 2 capsules when you eat. If you eat twice a day, you take another 2, 4. And it's going to tell your brain to remove the fat from your body. Can your left toe tell your body to lose fat? Can your right hand tell your body to lose fat? Can your eyes tell your body to lose fat? Only your brain. Therefore, give your brain what it needs to tell the body how to lose fat. It's interesting, isn't it? You don't have to starve yourself. You just simply have to help yourself. There's an old saying in the medical world that the physician, heal thyself. Well, that's because God made a perfect body. Give it what it needs, what it requires, and watch what happens. This is a product that is going to change your life. Let's see, we have another question, Dr. Lana. Does this product,
Sure.
Sharon, I should say, is asking, does this product contain chromium? No?
No, Sharon, thank you for asking that. No, this is, when I say lean and clean, it does not, it just contains plant fibers, okay? And I'll tell you, they come over from Belgium. They are of the highest quality in the world. They're grass-based plant fibers, okay, and fatty acids. That is it. There's no chromium, there's no sugar, there's no dairy, there's no gluten, there's no nuts, there's no calories. It's kosher. There is absolutely no eggs, nothing. It's simply 2 ingredients. I'm so happy to send you the ingredient label as well with the frequently asked questions, Sharon, and anybody else. Just inspiredbywellness.com, hit the contact, and I'll be glad to get back with you. No other ingredients, plant fibers and fatty acids. That is it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Family, you know that I bring you things that are natural. I mean, 3 years, my wife and I, we learned about cancer. My wife and I and Jesus Christ, we defeated cancer. One of the stripes on Jesus' back belonged to me. It healed me. And I'll tell you something, family. The products that we bring you are well tested, especially in these last 3 years. This one I have not. I don't have a need to lose weight. In fact, if anything at all, I need to gain weight. I've lost so much with all the chemotherapy, everything that I've gone through. But there's a great need to lose weight. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we brought you a product for diabetic people. That product is going to help you tremendously to bring your numbers back. Now, if you start using this product, you may not need to lose weight, but it'll help you as well physiologically and everything about your body. It'll balance you. For example, watch this question, doctor. They say, is this like being on keto without being on keto? It's not a diet.
That is really a great question. Your family is so intelligent. I love it. No, what this is doing, and Frank explains it so beautifully, this is about leptin. This is about that hormone that communicates with the hypothalamus in your brain and your fat cells. And when that happens, it moves the body into a fat burning mode. So no, it's not that same action as like you're going into keto. It's not doing that. You're burning the fatty acids and the plant fibers. The fatty acids help reduce inflammation in the body. This is very healthy for your gut. And the plant fibers they're non-fermentable, meaning that they're non-digestible in your system. And it doesn't start to burn ketones like you're in ketosis. It's balancing leptin. So just what Frank said, your brain now says, hey, body, burn fat. So I hope that answered the question. But no, it's not moving. You're not burning ketones or anything like that.
It's not so much what you're consuming, family, but when you consume this product, it's going to work from the inside out. Most diets like keto work from the outside in. Be careful what you eat. Don't put no, thank you. Eat a normal meal. Just don't be so abusive to yourself when you eat. Eat normal. Don't eat to the point where you're so stuffed you can't breathe. Don't be a glutton about food. Food is, when you eat it, it's from God. And when you eat it, it blesses you. Let your eating be a blessing from
Yeah.
God. Don't let it be a nightmare from Satan. This product, ladies and gentlemen, works from in other words, it helps your body to do what it should normally do in order to lose weight. Our bodies should not be walking around with all this excess weight. My wife and I, we went to a restaurant to eat today, and I looked all around me, and I told my wife, I said, look at all these people. Look at all these people. They were all gigantic. They're all going to be sick. They're all going to get cancer. They're all going to have some problems. It's just unfair, I think, to the human body and to God's creation. Here's another question from Patty. How does zero hormones affect the process of this product? Well, I don't know about that question.
Patty, zero hormones. I'm not sure exactly, Patty, what you meant. You're welcome to message me at Inspired by Wellness. But I do want to make a comment, and thank you, Patty. We need hormones, and this is about balancing hormones. It isn't zero hormones. I just want to say, Frank, that everything you just said was beautifully, beautifully said. And I want to make one quick comment for everyone about the ketogenic diet. And I've worked with cancer specialists my entire career, and I will share with you that the ketogenic diet is meant to be a medically supervised diet. And what they've done is they've taken a diet that is meant to be for brain cancer patients, for epileptic patients, patients that are having seizures, that were to be medically supervised. It's an orthomolecular physician, a physician that their expertise is in vitamins and minerals, and that's who should be supervising the ketogenic diet for a person who has seizures, for an epileptic, for someone with brain cancer. It's a medically supervised therapeutic diet, and they've taken it and just blasted it through the marketplace as this fat loss diet. And people do lose weight, but they don't understand that they are absolutely long-term causing great damage to their kidneys. I have a dear friend who's a nephrologist, and she says, oh, my goodness, Lana, when I see these people on the keto diet, and they do lose weight. And you've got to really stay with it or you'll gain the weight back, but it's so damaging to your kidneys. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I see that. And Frank's right. Just eat good whole food that God put, on the planet. But anyway, I just wanted to make mention of that. That's a therapeutic diet that should be supervised by a doctor.
And this is not a diet, family. This is a way of life. Now, we have another question here. Bagwell is saying, can I order tomorrow?
You can, and I am here to be, and I've so loved Jan and I think Jan's my new best friend, Frank. She's so lovely. I am here to help Jan and Frank, and absolutely tomorrow evening, probably tomorrow around when the workday is over, you are among the first to know about this in the United States. It's just an honor to deliver this message. But yes, you can go to awakennation.com/Frank26. The customer portal will be open. Any questions, you can go to inspiredbywellness.com tomorrow, and absolutely have at it. It's going to be really exciting. If for some reason, because honestly, and Frank and Jan are getting to know me, we've met before, but I'm honest as the day is long and very transparent. So let me share. There are thousands of people chomping at the bit to order this product. Yeah. So just bear with everybody. If everybody would just have some grace and patience, so things might get really busy, but it's a beautiful company. They're dear Christian friends of mine, and we have plenty of inventory, and they have plenty of money to run the company, and everything's good. but we're just going to ask for some grace and patience. But yes, tomorrow evening it'll be open. Yes, you can order tomorrow.
Dr. Lana, Jan, do we have her phone number?
No, she
Dr.
wants
Lana?
everybody to email her.
I'm going to
No,
email you right now. Gene,
no,
because
Dr. Lana, yeah, could you email us your phone number because I'd like to talk to you.
Yeah.
I have a background in biology. I'm a former respiratory therapist. My son and his wife are physical therapists. My daughter's in sports medicine. We're all medically oriented, and I just wanted to talk to you. So I'll call you in a couple of days. But for right now, let's see if there's any other questions. And by the way, Medina, is that your name? I see your post, Medina, but right now we're not talking about the Iraqi dinar. But I would invite you. I know you're a good you're a good person. Do me a favor, Medina. Call me
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah, not tonight. You know my phone number, but in case you don't know it, here's my phone number: 419-283-2552. And if I don't answer, Medina, it's because I'm helping somebody else on the phone. Just leave me a message and I'll get back with you. Now, I see what you're saying, and I think I already know what you're going to tell me. But God bless you, and thank you for wanting to share that with us. Alrighty, let's see. Do KTFA members get a discount, and how much does this cost per month? Well, you can get a discount if you want to join up as a distributor. How's that? But how much does it cost, Dr. Lana?
Yes, there is, and that's all explained in the frequently asked questions. So you can get a wholesale discount. You can have it come on Subscribe and Save. It is one bottle is 1 month, and it is $145. The member, if you would like to share it, and we are training people to do that, and we're looking for people all over the United States. This has been an unprecedented response. The wholesale for members who would like to share it as a distributor is $135, and then there's also the members can get a 2-pack or a 4-pack for $130 or $125 a bottle, and that's all in the frequently asked questions. And I would just share really quick about that. I tell people that it's an investment because of what this does in the body, and I think you're gathering that. Frank is really brilliant. I know he has a medical background. We've spoken several times before, him and his family, very intelligent individuals. This is far more than fat loss. You will burn fat. You will lose weight. The university studies showed that. But this is far more than fat loss. This isn't a diet pill. This is a wellness tool that you can take the rest of your life if you want. And the company, they're so beautiful. You don't have to, you can stop it. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee, everyone. So you take it faithfully, 4 pills a day, 2 with each of your 2 biggest meals, so 4 capsules a day, 2 and 2. The frequently asked questions tells you how to do that. And if you're faithful and you do that for 8 weeks, 2 months, and you're like, oh, I hate this. I mean, I don't think you're going to say that, but if you do, you can have your money back. So there's no risk to try it 2 bottles for 8 weeks. You get your money back. That's how sure they are, and they want everybody to be happy. Most people get it. I just got mine Monday, and they don't ever want to give it up. But there's a no-risk money-back guarantee. We want everyone to be very, very happy.
You're saying there's a 2-month guarantee, 100% money-back guarantee?
Yes. You can.
Wow.
And now I think what they're going to do, I'm going to backtrack. Yes, for sure. But 100%, I don't know if they have the person pay shipping. You don't have to send anything back.
Yeah. I'm sure.
You don't have to send anything back.
Yeah.
But, no. Say you get 2 bottles, and it's $145 for 1 month, and it's $145 for the second month. And at the end of the second month, you're like, I don't like this. You can have your money back. For both months. Yes, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee here. Yes.
But at the end of 2 months, Dr. Lana, you know and I know they're going to lose weight unless they do something very silly like eat a whole bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken on one night or something. I mean, this, you see, family, you have this in your body. The problem is that you're lacking lacking it in your body. Therefore, you're going to put it in your body, and it's going to do what it's supposed to do, burn fat. Your homeostasis, that's a big $10 word. That means all the functions of your body will be balanced because of the hormone balance. This is a powerful tool for you to use. I'm telling you, money back guarantee, and you're not going to take advantage of this? And especially if you can say, look, I've just lost 4 inches or whatever off my waist. Golly, you'll feel so much better. Remember what Dr. Lana said about that one person? I feel better. I feel great. Yeah, yeah. When you lose weight and
Right.
your hormones are balanced, yeah. The computer. Give the computer
Right.
a complete upload, and it'll function
Right.
properly. Let's see. We have another
I
question.
have one more.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, may
No,
I
no.
say, I have one more really important thing. Everyone's going to love this. I'm so sorry I forgot to say this, and it's so important. At the company, whether you are a distributor or a customer, for all customers, they have professional personal trainers online, and you get free exercise classes as a customer, and you get free mindset classes. And I'll tell you, and I could tell this community, this family, this, because I know you'll understand. I speak to a lot of different audiences with a lot of different beliefs, and I'm just respectful of everyone. But me personally, I'm a Christian. So the company's philosophy is life and death is in the power of the tongue. And our whole philosophy here at Awaken is speak life, speak love, speak abundance and
Amen.
Gratitude over
Amen.
everyone. And so my soul, that's why I said yes to the medical advisory board, another reason why I said yes beside the product. But I just want to share that free mindset classes to know, they want everyone to know, Danielle and Ashley, the owners of the company, want everyone to know that you're worthy, you're beautifully made, you can have a life of abundance and health and peace and grace, and we just speak that over everybody and everything. So there's mindset classes about love and abundance, and there's free exercise classes here. So you can take advantage of that if you like.
Here's another question, Dr. Lana. Can you take the capsule and not eat a meal?
Oh, that's a savvy person there. It's not going to hurt you. It's really not going to hurt you. You could take it 30 minutes before a meal or with a meal. The whole idea is to take it while you're eating. It is to work with food in your system. So I'll answer it this way. It's not going to hurt you, but this is to work with your digestion and your digestive system and the communication, like Frank said, between your fat cells and your brain. So it's not going to hurt you, but you should have it with some food.
What does this product do for insulin resistance? That's from Jeff.
Oh, Jeff, that's a great question. Yes. When the body loses fat, and like I've shared here, this is real fat loss, 21.3 pounds average in 8 weeks. So when the body loses fat, the receptor sites, kind of like those proteins, I say they're like doors and windows on our cell membranes, and they let hormones in and out, and toxins come out of our cells, glucose gets in. So when you lose fat, Jeff, the cells work better, meaning the insulin can usher up the glucose into the cell, and the cell now can open up and receive it, so to speak, because there's not, it's called intramyocellular fat. It's fat in the muscle cells. Well, that fat is lost. So I tell everybody, I use this analogy with the patients, clients in my practice. I say, think of the neighborhood kids coming over, and they put super glue in all your windows, and they super glued your door, your front door locks, and all your doors and windows are locked. And if you couldn't get in or you couldn't get out of your house the rest of your days, that's a problem, right? Well, think of the fat is like glue glumping on your cell membranes, and the glucose cannot get inside the cell. Even though you've got insulin taking the glucose up to the cell, it's like knocking on the cell's door and saying, hey, everything's locked and shut. I can't get this glucose in the cell. So you've got glucose elevating in your blood, and you have a diabetic condition, and you have insulin resistance. That's not a good thing. There's loads of side effects to having insulin resistance and being in a pre-diabetic or diabetic condition. So what these capsules do is help you lose fat so glucose can get inside your cells and you manage your blood sugar naturally. And you're going to have to go back to your doctor. And this is what I tell everybody. This is important. If you're on medication and you're going to start this product, it's totally safe, but you want to talk with your prescribing physician right away, because it's highly likely that they are going to have to adjust or possibly eliminate some medication. So you want to work really close with your primary care physician or your prescribing physician. And here's the good news. I'm not making any health claims, but it's highly likely you're going to have to adjust or maybe eliminate some medications. I hope that made sense. Does that analogy make sense?
Indeed. When you're putting in good stuff in your body, you can stop taking bad stuff. Let's see. We have another question. They're asking Dan. Dan Shepherd's son is saying, "Is this going to be a business MLM? Can we join? And what is the cost?" Doctor, it's up to you if you want to do that now, or we can just invite them to call you and you can talk to them about it.
I don't mind, and I do this around my clients in my practice, so my days get busy, and I'm so happy to help any of you. Yes,
go right ahead.
I'm an open book. I'm fully transparent. It absolutely is. I'm thrilled about that because I know the owners, I know C-Suite. I'm absolutely thrilled. It's a way to get this out to many, many more people. This could be in doctors' offices, my friends, like under a prescription, and then very few people could have access to it. It is, and it's $50. I don't mind answering any question at all. There's no question off the table. I'm an open book. It is $50, and I can absolutely answer more questions about that. Just contact me at inspiredbywellness.com.
Is it $50 a year or what?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a $50
a year, and you have your website.
There you go. That's what I wanted to hear. So $50, you become a distributor, you have your own website. Do you have to have an auto shipment at that level, or can you just order as you need the product?
No, this is beautiful as well. You can be a distributor, $50 a year, and you can share this and gather customers, and those customers can count for you. I mean, most people want to take the product, but if you don't, or you don't want it shipped to you, you can just gather customers. And once you have 3 customers, you're qualified to be in the business, so you don't even have to take the product if you don't want to. I mean, most people want to take it, but I love it because there's no hard and fast rules here. That they've set it up just beautifully.
Gotcha. All righty. Well, hold on. Let me see if there's anything more here. Tank, do you see any other questions that I might have missed? Oh, where can I buy this stuff? Zacharias wants to know. Well, Zacharias, this is the website right here for Dr. Lana. And as far as I know, Jan, they are to get a hold of Dr. Lana and they can place an order. Is that
They
right?
can go to your web link.
Oh, yes. You can go to my web link
Yes,
right there.
Frank 26. Go ahead, tell them.
We're going to go ahead and put a banner on our website at KTFA. But for right now, this is our banner where you can go in and you can order the product. Or if you wish to talk to Dr. Lana, because you may want to be more specific in asking certain questions, you can email her. And that's what this is down here. You can also just directly call me. You know my phone number, 419-283-2552. Well, Jan, is there any other questions? Do you see any
I
more?
want to know, can it ship to Hawaii?
Can this product be shipped around the world?
That's a great question, too. So here's what's going on. My lovely, so far, Americans right here, it is shipped right now to the United States, all 50 states. It is shipping next week to our lovely neighbors north of us in Canada. probably a week or so after that, it will be shipping to Puerto Rico. And then we are going to move to other countries. But there's such a demand in this great nation for this product that we're fulfilling that first. But U.S., next week Canada, probably the week after that Puerto Rico. And then we will move into other countries. That's part of my job on the medical advisory board, is to, if there's any doctors, Frank, that know you, any medical doctors, naturopathic doctors, chiropractors, nurse practitioners, physician assistants that want to have this in their office, that want to be a part of this, they can go to your website and I can help them as well. That's part of my job, is to educate the medical field and anyone that is interested in helping us open other countries. We definitely need help with that. We really want to help a lot of people with this product. It's
Indeed.
amazing because it's so safe.
Once people try it, I know that they'll see the effects of it. I know how the hormones work in the human body. The only way that this would fail is if they decided to be gluttons of food and consume so much because they think, well, I'm taking this pill, it'll burn fat. No, it doesn't work that way. Don't be unfair to your body, nor to this product. Toy
Exactly.
VP, was he the one that was asking about Hawaii?
No, Zacharias.
Zacharias was? Okay, well, Zacharias, it turns out that it's all 50 states right now. And they'll eventually start moving into the other territories like Puerto Rico, maybe Guam, whatever. But it'll slowly evolve and eventually be all over the world, God willingly.
Yes.
Here, we have one more last question. Can you take this if you have
Sylvia.
celiac disease?
That is a great question, and yes, you can. There's no gluten at all in this. There's no soy, no gluten. So you can. Yes, is the answer. Here's the only people that cannot take it. And again, if you're on medications, you're just going to bring the ingredient list to your doctor and go from there, because they'll have to probably adjust your medications along the way, sometimes pretty quickly. But if anyone has had gastric bypass surgery, it's not dangerous at all, but it's highly likely they won't respond to this product because they've had a part of their digestive system, redacted and manipulated, and that's the only. So I don't want anybody to waste their
Money.
Time and money. I'm going to tell you quickly as we wind down here. I have one of my patients' clients in my practice. She was so thrilled. She immediately became a distributor. She just was so ecstatic about this. And her dear friend had gastric bypass surgery 18 years ago. And she got on a Zoom with us. And she said, Dr. Lana, I had it 18 years ago, that surgery. And she goes, I want to take these tablets. I want to take these capsules. And I said, well, you're over 18 and I can't stop you, and try it. So this is how badly people want to lose weight, because she gained all of her weight back after the gastric bypass surgery. So she's going to try it. Again, I told her she probably won't respond, but she's going to try it. And I do a live free Zoom every Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you are happy to jump on. Anyone is. I'll educate you, answer more questions, and then you can just say, hey, I'm with Frank. I'm with, Frank and Jan, and we'll give you Frank's website. So I'm there every week, and any guest, anyone is welcome to come learn more.
Well, I want to thank you, Dr. Lana, because there is a need. And number one, I want to make sure that our family has the ability to acquire this product and use it and have the results that will be very healthy for them. Number two, if they want to make a business out of it, they'll just simply be multiplying the benefits of what we're doing right now with many other people. You develop your own little business as well, too. And finally, we have a gentleman here that is saying to me, you already answered it, Dr. Lana, but if you could just finish it with this last statement. He says, is this ground floor, or has this been around for a while? And we are honored to be at the very beginning steps, aren't we? Go ahead.
You are Frank, and yes, sir. And I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the person that asked that. Yes, absolutely. This is a ground floor company. I'll be really succinct and really quick about this. I really feel God laid his hand on me about this. I feel he trained me up my whole career, honestly, humbly. When my colleague in the medical field called me a few months ago, and I knew who was running the company, and I knew they had everything in place. This started, we have been in pre-launch just for about 8 weeks, and this is ground floor. They started shipping to the initial business members October 31st. So yes, this is ground floor, but they have so many things in place because very, very experienced people are running this company. They are set to take it to a multi-billion-dollar company internationally. Everything is in place to do that. They already have sales of millions of dollars in the last weeks. Yes, it's ground floor.
Yeah, it's a need. There's a need. When the product that came to us 2 weeks ago, when it was brought to me about diabetes, I said, "There's a need." Oh my goodness, you should see how many people ordered that. Your product, there's a need. I believe that God is answering many prayers because of the products that we're bringing. It's really been a blessing. And it's been a blessing to talk to you and to know you, Dr. Lana. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow if you can call me sometime, or I'll call you. And
Absolutely.
and good
I'll
luck.
message Jan. We'll get a time. I'd love to.
Good luck. You're going to get slammed. Anytime that KTFA introduces a new product, you're going to really be overwhelmed. God bless you, okay?
Well, everyone, I know if they are here with you and Jan, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I feel like I'm getting to know all of you really quickly.
You are.
Absolutely. I promise I will get back with everyone. Give me grace and patience, and you have my word. This is what I do for a living. My brother died young of brain cancer. My dad died of dementia. I spent years in school, and my heart and soul is to help people be healthy. And so I will get back to you. And thank you, Frank and Jan, and everyone's so blessed to be in your family, in your community, because you're lovely, you're highly intelligent, and I know everyone respects you. So it's an honor to be here with you, too.
And you are our sister in Christ. God bless you, Dr. Lana. We're going to bring you back again.
Thank you.
In fact, Dr. Lana, I'm going to start bringing you in now and giving you 5 minutes every Monday. We have a Monday UB2B that we do, and you are now going to be part of our advertising schedule. So we'll let you know about those numbers as well too.
Yes, I said I would do that. Absolutely. That would be lovely. Happy to educate everyone a little further every week.
And you and my wife will work on getting the HTML encoding so that we can put a banner up on our form. Dr. Lana, this is the first step of many more steps that we have together in our future. God bless you, and I look forward to talking to you again.
I love it. God bless you, too. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Thank you so much.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night. Well, family, this is, again, a product that I think is going to be very helpful, if not necessarily to you, to someone that you know, someone that you love. Think about it. You can try it for 2 months. I mean, after 1 month, you're going to see something. But after 2 months, and if you're not happy, they'll give you all your money. Well, maybe the shipping and taxes you'll still have to pay. But they'll give you your money back for the product? I don't think you want to be overweight. I don't think you want to be unhealthy. I don't think you want to be obese. I'm pretty sure you don't. And whether it be because you ate, or physiological issues, or hormonal issues, how many times have you heard that? Oh yeah, well, my hormones, yeah, that's why I'm overweight. Yeah. Yeah. And now we can help you. The good Lord has got this product for us to tell you about it. Dr. Lana did a superior job, in my opinion, and we're here to help you. So if you have any questions on this, you know how to get a hold of me. My name is Frank, and my phone number is 419-283-2552. And if you're just coming in, Oh my goodness, look at our number. One more. Oh boy. If you're just coming in and you're looking for the information that we have on our study of the Iraqi dinar, just rewind. Yeah. As soon as we finish, look at our UB2B, click on it, and the first hour and a half is our intel that we shared in our opinion. And there's stuff there that, yeah, you don't know. And there's stuff that wasn't in the article. So I pray that it is of some use to you. I hope that you learn from it, that it benefits you. And as I started, I say goodbye to our dear friend in England. I don't know if you're still with us. What was her name? Katarina? Katarina, yeah. I don't know if you're still with us, but God bless you. Your mother is with my mother. And one day, I will introduce my mother to you, and you will introduce your mother to me. Because you and I and our mothers believed in Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior. God bless you, family. Thank you kindly for being with us tonight. I had a good time. I really did, because I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you if you have diabetes, if you have overweight problems. These last two products that we brought to you, well, maybe one day when you meet me, you'll give me a big hug. God bless you all. Take care of each other, love each other, pray for each other, visit each other, and always be in constant prayer with our Heavenly Father. I love you, and I'll see you again on Monday. Well, actually, tomorrow night we have our Bible study. If you want to join us at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with our Pastor Kendall. And then also on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Faith Church Service with our Pastor Kendall. And then on Monday, back to work again. That's the long day. We'll see you then as well. God bless you all. Be safe. I love you. I love you. Because I finally learned how to love. It's called agape love. It's the love that Jesus Christ wants us to have for each other. Bye-bye. Sweet aloha. Take care.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hey, babe.
Yes.
Babe, wait, hold on. Jeff, ARP prison said for you to give me 2 cookies. Yeah, he said, he's right here. Look at here.
I didn't see.
Well, no, hold on. Let me read it for you carefully here. It says, Tink, please give Frank 2. Hold on. Wait a minute. Dennis Porter. He's saying, Mrs. Villa, no, give him 3 cookies.
No, give him like don't.
No,
give
he
him.
said give Dennis Porter. Look, it says it right there.
I
It says,
can't see.
Mrs. Villa, give. Doesn't it, Dennis, huh? Hey, it's a bro thing, okay? It's a bro thing. Yeah, uh-huh. No, stay on that side. I'll read it to you, okay? No, don't come over on this. Here, hold on. I got to know it. Stephanie Ellis. Look at Stephanie Ellis is saying, give him 5 cookies. No, she says 55. I'm sorry, I read it wrong. 55 cookies. Toy V.
You got your cookie crust on that pecan pie.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I'll go work on that. Y'all take care. Aloha, Toy VP. God bless you, my brother. And all of you, you take care. Bye-bye.